The holiday season is upon us, but that doesn't mean it's time to ruin your physical goals. Bree Robinson from Tulsa Spine and Rehab joins us here. Bree, how do you stay on track with your goals and nutrition during the holiday season?
I think staying on track during the holidays is all about planning for what's ahead. I mean, the end of the year, everybody has so much going on. I mean, your work is coming to the end, so you've got all that compiled along with holiday parties and the meal itself. Everything is focused around food, it seems. So I think that staying on track with the holiday season is, like I said, all about planning for what's coming. So kind of being able to earn it in a sense. So as long as you're following what you need to be following throughout the rest of the week, knowing what you have coming up, knowing that you have a big party on Friday night. Okay, so I need to kind of stay on track, make it worth it to that night so that we don't take 10 steps back. Maybe we just take one step back and then we're able to continue on the next day and get back on the wagon.
So the plan for Friday's party actually begins on Monday, is what you're describing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, starting your week off and even starting every week off like that, just with a plan, with knowing how the week's going to go. And I know that there's always the sporadic luncheon that you have to go to and things like that. And it's harder to pick out those healthy meals when it comes to those restaurants sometimes that you don't have a choice on. But again, it comes down to planning ahead and knowing that those things are potentially coming up in your week. So as long as you make the parts that you can control, you keep them under wraps, then I think that helps immensely.
And it's probably, taking a realistic approach probably helps. I mean, let's face it, the holidays mean a lot of great snacks and meals we don't see the rest of the year. And for many people, some food is a big part of the tradition. So are you saying no cheating at all?
No. I am definitely a food lover. So no, I would never say that. I definitely have the mentality of everything is fine in moderation. If you're going to a party, you know that you're going to want to eat. You know that you're probably going to no matter what. So maybe just eat light and healthy at, the rest of the day. Then when it comes to that party, just have a little bit. Maybe don't go overboard, but, try those things that are calling your name, or if it's at Christmas dinner or whatever the holiday event may be, just get a small portion of those things that you know that you are just going to have at that one point in time, and then you're probably not going to get to have them for maybe a whole year. So, that's definitely get your sanity. I'm all about, like I said, make it worth it, but at the same time, earn it. So just don't go completely overboard, but at the same time, take it while it's there and then just get back on track the next day.
One of the good things I can see about that plan is a lot of times when we fail or when we mess up, we give up. And
Exactly.
So knowing in advance that, yes, we're Friday night, I can have a good time planning in advance. Just it doesn't mean you failed. You had a lot of fun. It's just all part of the plan.
It does. And I think that's a big part of it. Like you said, I think that mentally that gets people more than anything. Just they've completely lost it mentally. They've given up. I failed. I can't do it anymore. That was it. I might as well just quit now. But I mean, it's just about, like I said, getting back on the horse. So the next day, just accepting the fact, okay, it is what it is, and we're going to start over this week. It's always a new week. It's always a new day.
A lot of times when we talk about nutrition and weight loss goals, that sort of thing, a lot of us will set long-term goals, where we want to be by summertime, that sort of thing. But what about short-term goals? Are they important as well?
I think those are the most effective goals. I think those are the ones that mean the most, because a lot of times when we try to set a goal that's too far down the road, we forget about it until it's right around the corner. So it kind of messes us up. Not only does it frustrate us, but it completely keeps us unrealistic, and it makes us feel like we've let ourselves down or we've not accomplished anything, when in fact, there was probably a whole lot that we accomplished in that time. So I think it's more effective if you set short-term goals. Probably, I would say every 3 months or so have a goal. And the key to that is once you have reached that goal in the first 3 months, then make sure that you set another one for the next time. So always not only setting those initial goals, but once you've gotten there, don't forget to set that next one. I think that's where a lot of people fall short as well, is that they forget about those. They put too much pressure on themselves to make it to next summer. Why don't we just worry about New Year's right now?
Bree, motivate us, because I bet you right now another mindset that people have, and I'll confess from personal experience. The mindset is, I'm going to live it up now and I'll jump back on the wagon January 1st. Talk us out of that.
Well, I mean, some people that works for them. As long as you can wrap your head around it and you can kind of set that as your starting point, I think, again, it's all mental when it comes to that. Just getting the mentality down of, okay, this is going to be my starting point, and that could be New Year's, that could be December 15th. A lot of people too, if we can kind of start getting that mentality earlier in the year that, okay, if that really is going to be the case, and we are going to sit down and say, okay, New Year's for, these are my goals. Here we go. This is what I'm going to do. By the time that rolls around, we've told ourselves that for so long, it's a lot easier to kind of get in that mentality. It's the people that start thinking about it on January 1st that, okay, I'm going to get this going. It's New Year's now. Well, they don't really get the ball going until about March. So it always kind of sets them back a little bit. So it's all mental. It's just making sure that you're prepared. You've gotten your cravings out of the way. You've cleaned out your house. You've got your plan. You've sat down with somebody. You know exactly how to start this, what you need to start this. And again, that's going back to that. You need to set that plan in place so that it does work for you. Otherwise, you're just going to get more frustrated.
You don't need to wait for the new year to make smart changes now. Give Bree and the team at Tulsa Spine and Rehab a call and see what's possible for you and your goals. 918-743-3737.